I'm now going to create a new product. So go to the menu, go to Explorer. The product that I'm going to create is going to be in fashion. So there's nothing in there yet, so I'll highlight fashion and then I press the new button. And then that pops up the product create screen. Now this screen allows you to enter categories here, my variants below, some details which you can't configure, they're kind of set to a system, and then my tags. So this section here and this section here is configurable based on the attributes that I set up previously. Now, because I'm creating my first product within fashion, I've got no data set up in here at all yet, so I've got to type it all in. I'm going to call my department fashion. You'll notice that a little symbol here. If you get a little plus, that means that that attribute, this attribute value will be added to the attribute type called F department. Green means that it accepts the information that you've put in. Red means that it's not accepting it at the moment, and you're unable to process the product and create the product until you've turned all of these little targets green. When all of these go green, that goes green. Just helps you identify where the problem is. The sub-department, I'm going to put polo shirts. My description, just going to put that in there. You'll notice that I've got no variant information in my description. The description should explain what the item is without taking into account any variants. If you end up putting variant information into the description, it's not going to make sense, because you might put in there that it's a short sleeve peak white polo, but then if you put multiple colours, it's not going to make any sense. So make sure you leave those out of there. Okay, so next we go on to colour. I can type in the same way. I can just type red or white there. But if I want to put multiple colours, this is a variant, so it's automatically given me the option to pop that on there. There's one attribute that I have set up already, which is NA. That's a default attribute. I can create new ones. So I'm going to put in white, and I'm going to put in blue. Now, let's put both of those on my selection side. Okay, so now I want to put some sizes in. Again, I can type in, if it's just a single size, I can type it in here, or I can press this picker. This now gives me a list of the sizes that I've already set up in the system. I can pick any of these to move them across, or I've preset a size range. So if I press ranges, I've got a name for my range, double click on it, pops the sizes in. Okay, let's assign those sizes to this. Suppliers, we can create a new supplier, Line and Scott. Select that. Tax, I can set a default tax rate, but I've not got one set up at the moment, so I need to type that in. Cost, £20, price £50, MRP, I'll leave that blank. Need to select the locations it's available at. I'll add them all. Okay. Season, SS14. Long description, just going to put some detail in there. And then I've got my brand, which I'll pop in there as well. Okay, so that's a product completed. Press accept. The system has created that, and it's returned me back to type in for my next product. You can keep creating product after product on this page. We're just going to have a look to see what it's done with me creating that one product. Okay, let's have a look to see our product now we've created it. First issue I can see is that I put fashion rather than the word menswear as the department. I can right click there, modify, rename. Let's just call that menswear. So I've got my system fashion, my department is now menswear, which is correct. Underneath that I've got my sub-department polo shirts, and within that I've got the product. The levels above that, if I click on those, it will give me a view here where it shows all the products that are within polo shirts. If I click on menswear, this will refresh to show me all products that are within menswear. Now I've only created one product, so it's only showing one thing, but the information that this will show here is stock sales orders, stock value, sales value, sell through, average sell price, gross profit, margin, and my tags about the product. It's great information when you've got a lot in a system, because you can view it all in one go and you can get your sell-throughs directly without doing the reports. When I click on the actual product itself, it's going to load in the product view. It automatically forms a matrix because I've got variants assigned to a product. Most of the time in a fashion system you'll actually want your sizes going across the top of the matrix. To change that, just click on here. This button says what I want to show as my top line, my header line of the matrix. So I want to change that to size. So I've now got sizes across the top. I've got branches now on the left hand side, my locations, and then I've got my colours. I can also group these together. If I was to drag colour up to the top there, puts it into separates it by colour. And pull that out of there, pop location up there, groups it by location. I could also, if I wanted to, put colour across the top. But like I say, the standard way of doing that really is to have size when it's a fashion system. But that's how flexible. Again, you can change the system to view the information as you want to view it. Tabs across the top here when you're on product view, that shows my stock. I can flick to sales, orders, which will update that information instantly. The modify tab allows me to change my retail price, cost, images, barcodes. I can change my tags. Let's see, basically this is the information that all relates to each of the products. Those are the tags that I set up, as well as the variants there. If you remember, I moved my brand that was originally as a category, and I moved it to a tag, so it's showing up under tags. So my brand there. If I wanted brand to go back as a category, it's quite simple to do. Just close out of here, go to structure, go into systems, pick my fashion system. Now go to tags, remove brand, go to categories, add the brand back into there, and then I can choose again where I want it to go. Department, I put that as fashion, so I'm going to have fashion. Okay, so if I move it up there, so basically that will say fashion, Lion and Scott, and then polo. Save that, close out of there, go back into inventory and into Explorer, open up my fashion product. So I've now got my department, menswear. Underneath that I've got my brand, and open that up and I've got polo shirts. Then I've got the product. Okay, so it's again easy to see how you could move an attribute's behaviour so that if you make a mistake and put it in the wrong place, or you just want to look at it in a different way, you can easily move it around. It doesn't affect anything to do with the products. It doesn't sort of have to go and re-index anything. It just does it straight away. It's just a view